Hello everybody, I am Super Mario Sonic Lover, and welcome to Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2. Now right off the bat you'd notice that this game is using a completely different graphics engine, I guess you could call it, and my word, man, this game looks a million times better than Episode 1 ever did. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not against the art style that Episode 1 brought to the table, but man, this looks way better. Like, there's so much detail here, the waterfalls look really nice. The water could look a little bit better, like, on the surface the water doesn't look that great, but, I mean, besides little things like that, this is a really good looking game. One of the best looking 2D side-scrollers I've seen, really, and there's just so much detail that pops out everywhere. The background for this stage isn't exactly stellar, but they do get better as you go through the game, and I don't know, it's just a much more appealing game to look at, and aesthetic-wise, I would clarify this as being a worthy successor to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because that game had really good backgrounds, really detailed environments and stuff for the Sega Mega Drive or Genesis, and Episode 1 kind of improved on it, but it felt really plastic and unreal. Like, it didn't really feel like an actual environment, if you will. Like, with the classic games, sure, it's running on the Sega Mega Drive, and that's not really powerful hardware by today's standards, but it still felt like a fictional world and all that. But with Episode 1, it felt really fake and plastic, and it didn't really feel right, I guess. It's kind of weird to explain, but yeah. But with this game, everything looks just the way it should be. Like, again, there's so much detail, the models are way better than Episode 1, and I don't know, it feels like, it feels like an actual Sonic world in this game, as opposed to Episode 1. But yeah, anyways, this is the first special stage. So basically, remember how Episode 1 had the Sonic 1 special stages? Well, this game has the Sonic 2 special stages. Thankfully though, they're miles better than Sonic 2 in my opinion, because, well, one thing, Tails gets hurt by a mine or something, he doesn't lose his rings, which is a big plus, because if you played with Sonic and Tails in Sonic 2, and you were playing by yourself, you would know that if Tails got hit, he would lose his rings, which would really screw you over, because both of your ring counts count overall. And you know, Tails can also pick up rings here, but you can't lose them, which is, again, a really big plus. Because one other thing that I didn't actually know until I think Sky from FDCR pointed it out. If you play as Tails, or play Sonic and Tails in Sonic 2, you have to get more rings in the special stages, and I didn't even know that. So that's like another factor of why playing as Sonic and Tails in that game sucks. Unless you have a friend that knows what he's doing. But yeah, that's why I tend to just play as Sonic in that game, because you can't even fly with Tails. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm fine with like some of the Sonic 2 inspired special stages in the series. This one is probably up there as one of my favorite versions of this. but I don't know, I just kind of wish they wouldn't keep milking it so much. Like, I'd like to see Blue Spheres or other special stages make an appearance, or, you know, make something original. Like, say what you were about the Sonic 3, Lost World 3DS special stage, but at least they did something new. It's a wrong kind of new, in my opinion. Like, there's many things wrong with that, but at least they tried something. But yeah, as you can see though, this is the, well, I wouldn't say the first game we have Tails running around with you, because like, we've had that since Sonic 2 really, but the difference with this with this game though is that you now have like little tag team options, I guess you could say, and basically what they do is like, fail. You jump in the air and then you press square, because I'm using the PS3 right here, and then in the underwater you'll basically be like not really a submarine, but Tails will swim you around, and it makes underwater areas a lot more bearable to like get around. And when you fly, obviously when you do it in the air, on the in the sky and all that, you'll fly with Tails. Now, I've heard a lot of people saying that they don't understand how that works. Like, it feels like sometimes it lasts a while, and other times it doesn't last long at all. Basically, how this works is that, yeah, it's like you jump. You can press X up to 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 times. After that 7th time, Tails is gonna get tired. It's not about how far you fly, or how long, it's about how many times you press the X button. So, yeah, that's how that works. It's funny because I've seen a lot of people get confused about how that actually functions. But, you know, it's not really that hard to grasp, but, you know, I just find that a little bit funny. But, you know. Now, one big improvement over episode 1, right off the bat, is that while they kind of are reusing zones again, it's nowhere near as noticeable than episode 1 was. Yeah, sure, you can say that this is kind of... Okay. Dang it, fudge. Oh well. But, you can kind of make the argument that this is pretty similar to Aquatic Ruin and partially Marble Garden with the spin dash puzzles, but they mix it up enough to make it feel like their own zone now. Like, for starters, they oh wow, that was weird. They made it so the zones at least have 2 like zones mixed in together, and it makes something unique. Like, it's still not as original as the classics, in my opinion, but it's getting there. Like, these zones do feel like pretty dang original to me. Again, they share similarities with other zones, but I feel they do a decent enough job, much better than episode 1, where they make them feel unique to this game. And you know, I really do like that. And I do appreciate that they kind of made the game have more, whatchamacallit. It made you feel like you're progressing better than episode 1. I still miss the cutscenes in between acts and zones from Sonic 3, but, I mean, I do like how, here for instance, it's now nighttime and all that. And you can say that episode 1 for Splash Hill, it went to sunset in Act 3. It went to like sunset for Act 3 and all that, but I don't know. It just, again, because of the art style of episode 1, it didn't really feel that special or anything. And really, they only really changed the backgrounds and stuff like that a couple of times. Splash Hill Act 3 is like one of the only things I can think of right now, but yeah, thanks to the better art style for this game and just how everything pops so much better now, it's a lot more noticeable with like little things like the nighttime and all that. And it just looks really nice. And oh man, again with the way this game looks, the running, just the Sonic running, spinning, running feet, whatever, animation looks so much better than episode 1 because that, I don't know about you guys, but the spinny running feet in episode 1 always bugged me, because it just felt like Sonic was just slouching. It didn't feel like it was trying to run fast or anything. But with this game, I can actually feel that he's like going fast and all that. It's kind of weird to explain, but I don't know. Look at episode 1's running animation, and then go to episode 2, and you'll see the difference. And also another thing about it is that in episode 1 it was kind of like a weird oval shape, where in this game it's more of a circle, which looks miles better. And now we're gonna be going to Sonic. I can't speak. Special Stage 2. Now I've heard some people say that some of these stages do get pretty difficult, which they kind of do, but I never had much of an issue with most of these. Like the Special Stage 7, which a lot of people seem to despise to no end. Yeah, on my first try, it did take me a long time to beat. But now, once you learn the layout and everything, it's really not that bad. I mean, at least it's not like super random like the one in Sonic 2 where it's just like rings everywhere. Like that wasn't even like challenging in a good way. That was just cheap. Like, I don't understand why they thought that was a good idea for a level. Nah, man, we could have gone more rings if we went to that spring there, but whatever. We should still be able to get this. Just need to get some more rings to be like 47 or 43, my bad, or something like that. I'm bad at math. Yeah, we're good. Do. Alright, and now, yeah, there are only 3 combo moves in the game. A little bit disappointing, but you know, whatever. Now I hear that it's kind of based on the team up mechanic from Sonic Advance 3, because like in that game you can pair up 2 different Sonic characters and all that. I can't really say too much about that because I've never played Advance 3, so you know, I don't really know exactly how that works, but hey. I do plan on playing the Advanced Trilogy eventually. If they would release it on the Wii U Virtual Console, that would be great, but, you know, it's always Japan that gets the good stuff. Because at this point, I believe they've released all 3 Advanced games on the Wii U eShop in Japan. But nope, us poor Americans and Europeans just get the short end of the stick every time. But yeah, and I like that little troll there. It's like, oh man, it's another rehashed boss. Here we go again. Nope. Oh man, I love that. But yeah, the bosses in this game are all original. They're not the best bosses in the series, but I do appreciate the fact that they tried something new. This one isn't really anything too special, to be honest. Like, all you have to do is just spam the flying copter move or whatever. Hit the cockpit, and then just keep repeating. And then he gets more tentacles out. Oh man, he doesn't really change up his strategy. Like, all he does is he just occasionally makes those tentacles try and slap you, I guess. And like on the last 1 or 2 hits, he tries a new move. But other than that, it's like, it's really not special. But I do like the design of the boss. It's like he's straggling himself, like that's like kind of weird. Alright. So now he's gonna do this. I don't know why I didn't try doing this before, but I mean, it's basically similar to the pinch things, like from episode 1 where you have like a couple hits left and he does this new move or whatever. It's basically this is basically what this is. But yeah, one thing I will say about these bosses that I don't like, Eggman at least, or the Eggman fights at least, is that, man, that explosion is loud, but also, all they do is just play the Eggman pinch theme from episode 1, and it just, dude, why can't you just make an original boss theme? At least the Metal Sonic one's good.